like they left you like a pigsty. So where's all your professional protesters now, then, eh?
Somebody else's trees, no doubt.
Hey, be fair now. There are a lot of genuinely committed people protesting here.
Oh, aye, because it's easier than work, isn't it?
Without them, the politicians and the businessmen would ride roughshod over the rest of us without anybody noticing.
They lost. We lost.
Well, let's look on the bright side. Let's go and find a new place to live.
How can I when the auctioneer's due here later to value the herd?
Well, it might be best if you weren't here for that. I'm sure Ned could cope with it, couldn't you, Ned?
It's my responsibility. My decision to sell. Therefore, I've got to be here.
Where are we going to live, Dad?
I'm not sure yet, Robert.
What are you looking for?
Don't do that. Find the life out of me. I left a video under here. You haven't seen it, have you?
They have these things called glasses for people of your age, Dad.
Watch it. Cheers. Cheers.
There's no need to be like that with me.
So, how should I be with you?
I don't know. I'm all mixed up.
Oh, you're not mixed up with me. I feel I've been put firmly in my place.
It's not like that, and you know it. Just 'cause I haven't said yes to marrying you, don't mean to say I don't love you.
It's a pretty broad hint, though, isn't it?
Oh, Kathy. It's just not the right time.
What is the point?
The point is I'm your husband, this is our home, and I want to discuss our future with you.
There is nothing to discuss. We are separated, and that is how it's going to stay.
Rachel, can't we just stop all this nonsense and get back together again for Joseph's sake?
I think it's best left to our solicitors.
Look, don't be stupid! I want you back, Rachel.
And I want back the man that I used to love. But he's gone forever. I know you for what you are now, and it is over.
You've wanted for nothing with me. But all that'll change immediately if you don't start to see sense.
And what are people going to think? Wealthy landlord's son sends wife and child to poorhouse.
Oh, you can scoff now. But wait until the reality of the situation bites. When you're sponging off the state like your hippie friends.
Ah.
Rachel!
Oh, 1 off 25,000.
Not that I'd see a penny of it if you'd won.
Oh, don't be so childish. I won 40 quid last week. What do you expect me to do? Share it with everybody?
It's the principle.
Morning, Steve. It's a skirt and a top from a cheap shop.
If I won a lot, I'll give you half.
Oh, thanks very much. Anything else?
Just these on the papers, thanks. I'm going to have a drink in the Woolpack, then a lazy Saturday afternoon watching sport on the telly.
It's all right for some.
4 cans enough, or is Tina not going to be there?
She goes to Birmingham today, to a conference as it happens.
Oh.
You might got enough booze, but you need more papers than that, won't you? Your staff's in a different pose in some of them.
What do you mean?
Rachel's picture's in the paper.
She was at the demo yesterday.
She was ill yesterday. And off work.
It smells good, Mandy.
Hair burgers.
What a way to start the day. What's up with you? You look like a turkey who's just found out it's Christmas.
He's moping because he didn't nick out before they laid him off.
Huh? Oh, regarding a wood. What could we nick? A bunch of bluebells? The time to start nicking is when they've built the compound, when there's machinery and diesel and stuff. Oh, has our Tina rang? I've got to speak to her before she goes away.
Oh, your uncle's that. She said she'd be in the Woolpack at about 12.
I think Saturday's my favourite day.
Every day's Saturday to you.
You'll be coming with us at Woolpack, won't you, Marlon?
I'll give it a miss this time, Uncle Zach. I've got something on.
Sophie, the very point of employing you is to look after James, especially when I'm not around.
If you're not satisfied with my performance, I'm sure the agency will try and find you someone prepared to be more flexible. But in my opinion, there's a fine line between being flexible and being sloppy.
Is there a problem?
Yes, Mrs. Tate, there is. And there shouldn't be. My time off has been agreed, but Mr. Tate has to leave shortly.
Oh, I'm sorry, but what is the problem?
James.
He's not a problem.
He's my son, and we'll shop together in Houghton.
Are you sure you know where the cash and carry is?
Yeah, it's on a little industrial estate as you're coming out of Houghton. I've been around, you know.
Yeah, don't we know it?
What are we doing tonight?
Shouldn't that be I'm doing such a thing and what are you doing?
Don't be like that. But what are we doing?
I will be cleaning up here with Betty laid up.
You know, I want to explain properly.
Look, you're single, so am I. And the only thing in our way is that you don't want to. No matter how much explaining you do, Dave, that's the bottom line. Just make sure the bread rolls are fresh.
Have a good trip, Mr. Tate.
Thank you, Sophie. Enjoy your time off.
I will.
How are you?
Fine. Just a couple of things to go through before you leave. Did I just see James's car seat in her car?
Yes, with James in it. She's taken him shopping with her.
Amazing, isn't it? Having a baby can turn even the most cold-hearted, evil person into something almost human.
Oh, I don't know, Chris. Having Joseph didn't change you much. How'd he go with Rachel?
Oh, fine. She'll come round once she has to fend for herself and realises how expensive being a single parent can be.
I still can't understand why you're going.
It's my job. I'm his PA.
You'll be careful with him. He's got the hots for you.
Are you jealous, Steve?
Of course I am. Don't even want you to work for him.
It's just the same for me, with that Rachel working for you. Every time she looks at you, she wants to rip your clothes off.
I'm going to go over and see about this newspaper thing when you've gone.
You see? Soon as me back's turned.
It's not a social call.
Do you two want another drink, or shall I throw a bucket of water over you?
Oh, don't be such a misery, Terry. I mean, you must remember what it's like when you really, really fancy someone.
What's tickled your fancy?
How do you mean?
Well, why are you looking so pleased with yourself? Found somewhere else to hide your profits, or what?
I should be so lucky. No, I was just having one of those quiet moments that are so important in any marriage. Me over here and Viv across the road. Well, I was thinking about her.
Cheers, Tina.
You're welcome, Dad.
Oh, what time's he picking you up?
1:45 now.
Now, I know you consider yourself a fully grown wench, but there are some things
Dad.
that a young lady...
Shut up. Hi, Frank. I'll be with you in a minute.
I'll just give Frank a reminder of his responsibilities.
Don't you dare. I'll see you later.
Ah.
Don't be too rough on Rachel, will you?
I won't.
See you, mate.
Yes, thank you.
Hello. Fancy meeting you here.
Surprised to see you with him. And by yourself.
Yes, I'm even more surprised to find I quite like it. So, what brings you to the exotic delights of Houghton?
Shopping for supplies.
Running around after her, are you?
I'm helping a friend out.
Isn't your daddy a kind man? Yes, he is. Helping out in a cafe. Yes.
He has to get to know you, David. You are his dad. Hold him.
No.
He's your son, David. Nothing's ever happened. I mean, he's proof that a lot did.
That's all in the past now, Kim. We both know that there's no point in us pretending that it can be any other way.
At least let's go somewhere and have a drink. We were in love, David. I think we still are.
No. We've got to get our lives back on track now, Kim. You made the decision for us both. You chose Frank and the money.
Maybe I was wrong.
What's wrong? I had to do this, Steve. It's important to me.
So is my business to me. I thought we'd reached a compromise over the quarry. You don't have to do any work connected with it.
We had, and I'm grateful to you.
Grateful? I was stupid enough to think in return you might concentrate on my other clients, not lie to me and get yourself in the papers. Well, what have you got to say?
I'm a single parent now, and I need the money and I need the job, and I'm sorry, Steve. God, I hope that's not Chris. Hi, Dad. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Is this a bad time?
No, it's quite a good time, actually. I was just leaving. 9 o'clock sharp Monday morning, right?
Right.
Uncle Zach on Monday! Get out here now, be prepared to be amazed! You warm me up then! Just get out here now, come on, you'll miss it, hurry up! Come on, hurry up! What is it? Hey, couldn't you just have nicked a pen or something?
It's called style, Uncle Zach.
Hey, you could do with your brains round here.
Jack feels awful about falling out with you. And I didn't want to fall out with anybody. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't think he'd betrayed us.
You have to see our point of view, though. He's expanding right up to the house. We couldn't live like that.
And I've lost my husband, nearly my job, and Jack's friendship over this.
Don't let it come between us. You know we think of you as family.
I know.
What's going to happen between you and Chris?
I've got a lot of things to consider, but my heart tells me to divorce him, and right or wrong, that's normally what I follow.
You know, whatever decision you come to, you can rely on me and Jack for support. I promise you we won't let you down on that.
Greece? South of France or what?
Sorry?
When you win?
Oh, right. I've always fancied the Orient Express. I'll probably do that trip first.
Oh, well, don't forget where you bought it if you do come up.
I'll see you right, Vic.
Dad?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Great, thanks. Well, actually, no, I'm not.
What's the matter now?
It's Donna. She's really bugging me. And I'm trying to do my homework. The extra English that Tom set for me.
Well, ask your mum to sort it out. I'm busy.
She said to tell you.
Like I can leave this place?
She was the same when I was having my extra tuition. I think she's just jealous because I'm doing well at school now.
Well, if you wanted and if your mum and dad agreed, you could always come over to Seth and Betty's for the extra lessons. It's quiet there.
Sounds like a good idea, don't it, Dad?
If it gives me a moment's peace, it's a great idea. Providing it's all right with Seth and Betty.
No problem. And of course, one or both of them would always be there.
See ya.
Yeah, you done yours yet?
Don't always bother.
Oh, you want to do it this week? Looks like your luck's in.
Yeah, all right then. Put me down for 2 lines on Lucky Dip.
Go on then, spill it out to Uncle Biff. Kathy's asked me to marry her.
You joking?
No, I'm not.
Well, what did you say?
Didn't say much, really. She thinks I've turned her down. I don't know what to do.
Well, before you decide on anything so serious, you're gonna have to make some space between you and Kim, and the baby, and all the rest of it, and then get your head together.
That's what I'm trying to do. I've just bumped into Kim and James in Otten. There's your dad, she said. Tried to get me to hold him again.
You're in a right mess, aren't you?
I just don't know what to do for best.
Stay away from Kim. And don't marry Kathy unless you're absolutely sure that you love her. No other reason. That's about all I've got to offer.
Will we take the stove with us wherever we go?
I suppose so. If the kitchen's big enough.
Can I go upstairs now?
Aye, go on.
I don't want to live in a little house in a big estate. I want to stay in the countryside.
I know you do. And don't you be worrying. It'll all be all right in the end.
Will, if you make it so.
I know.
I know you feel that you've let us down by having to sell up, but we were forced into it.
Yeah, I suppose. How's Rachel?
She's feeling let down.
What does she expect us to do? It's all right for all these people to have principles. All I have to put up with are lorries going up and down a new road. Well, that new road's practically coming through our kitchen.
She's upset about Chris, too.
Don't know why she bothered with him in the first place. Is she going to divorce him?
Probably. She's got her mind set on what she wants to do, and you've got to admire her for that.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Well, I suppose it'll have to be estate agents at some time or other. I haven't got a clue what prices are like these days.
Quick, Viv! The lottery's coming on.
Oh, I can't be bothered.
Oh, come and watch it with us. You never watch it with me anymore.
Well, if I do win, the first thing I'll buy is a dishwasher.
Oh, so it's still if I win, then? Not if we win?
Don't be so sensitive. Where's my ticket?
That's yours. Now, don't forget, if you do win, your husband's always wanted a better car, like a Ferrari.
And I just want a better husband.
Where have you been?
Thinking.
You only went out for some bread rolls. What is there to think about?
Us. Look, I'm sorry for messing you about.
You made your decision and made a fool of me yet again. I don't think there's much more to be said.
There is. I want us to get married.
No.
But you asked me to marry you.
And you turned me down. I've had more time to think about it. Have you had your tea?
Hang on a minute. So you won't marry me, but I'm hungry, so let's move on to food and forget about it all.
That's right.
You haven't.
I've won the National Lottery. I've won the jackpot. I won the lottery. I've won millions and millions of pounds. I've won millions of pounds! Millions of pounds!
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Right, let's stop faffing about. You asked me to marry you first.
And you turned me down?
No, you just thought I turned you down, but I didn't. I just didn't say yes. And then I asked you to marry me, then you turned me down.
Yeah.
So, that means that we both turned each other down. So that makes it a draw, and I want to start again.
This isn't a game, Dave.
When was the last time you did it?
I honestly don't remember.
I bet you can. It's just too painful a memory.
Go on, Seth. Do it for me.
Will you stop tormenting a man who's old enough to be your grandfather?
Well, I'll help you. I'll even talk you through it.
There. I'm going to enjoy watching this.
You put your right hand into your pocket. Go on, do it. Take a firm grasp of your money and withdraw the hand. Then you say, "What are you having? It's my round."
The drinks are on me! I won the lottery!
3 pints of bitter!
Are you serious?
Not just for me! you bet for yourself.
Well, what's the dearest drink? It's the big one. It's got to be at least a couple of £1 million.
But I don't believe it.
Well, you better, because that means you and me can leave here. We can go anywhere we want to, do anything we want to.
Terry, come on. You do that for me?
I love you, Terry Woods, and I'm going to spoil you rotten.
I'll have the dearest drink you have.
I'm going to tell Vic. Twice. I'm going to see that the kids are all right, but I'm just the happiest woman in the whole wide world.
Terry!
Viv! Viv, there's something I've got to tell you. Viv? 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 Oh, I hope you're not opening any champagne or nothing. Viv!
Do you need some help in getting up?
Kathy, will you marry me?
I don't know.
Look, I know I've been a fool and I've treated you badly. I don't deny that, but I've learnt my lesson. I love you, Kathy, and I want to marry you as soon as possible.
I couldn't take the humiliation of another letdown, Dave.
Oh, just say you will. Whatever it takes. Come here, Kath. Look, if you want to slip away and do it quietly, then it's fine by me. Just me and you. Then we'll tell the world.
You know I will.
You won't regret it. I promise.
I won't be doing this for much longer.
I'm going to tell him now. Vic, I got something to tell you.
No, me first. I thought at least you'd let me get out of the bathroom before you come over
Please,
here.
let me just say this before you go any further. Look, I know our marriage has been a bit flat for quite a long time, and it's best to be straight about these things.
Exactly. I mean, I never meant it to go this far. It was just meant to be a good joke between us, a good laugh like we used to have.
What do you mean?
Well, it's a hoax. You know, what with you being so mean about that football card win? Just thought I'd do it for a lark.
I don't understand.
Well, I taped last week's lottery. And I put last week's winning numbers on your tickets so you'd think you'd won. I didn't think you'd come charging straight over here.
Hey, Al, no more drinks. It's been a bit of a misunderstanding.
It's just a bit of a laugh, Viv.
Laugh at this. You moron!
Ow! Yeah! Ow! Ow! Ow!
Yours, I believe. Last breakages.